So you're coming to the end of your D&D expedition experience. So just thinking about what's kept you coming back from like those that have done bronze, what's kept you coming back to silver, to gold and so on.
I guess I surprised myself. Like in bronze, I won't call myself a camper. So in bronze, I did it and I thought, oh wow, I did it. Maybe I could do silver. And then at silver, I thought, oh well, I've done that. May as well come back and do gold. And I've really enjoyed all of them. So that's my answer.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do bronze as like, oh, well, they're doing it, so I'll do it. But then they kind of do bronze and think, oh, like I quite like it. I've done quite well, so I continue to do the higher levels.
Yeah. And Sakina, you didn't do bronze, you came straight to gold. So what made you want to jump in with both feet?
I think it's such a different experience. Like, I've not grown up in a family who like do this sort of stuff before, and I've never camped before in my life. And I really enjoy it because I didn't get the opportunity to do it before. So I think having this opportunity right now and experiencing these different things, it's like finding out what you like. And I've learned that I quite enjoy this sort of stuff.
Do you think you found it hard because you hadn't had that kind of previous experience? Or
I liked it how school let us do the bronze practice, and I like in the actual training, that one really happened for the gold training. I think that was really beneficial. Other than that, I think it was fine. I think I find myself feeling a bit unfit, but that's not something that can't be, targeted. And you can try wrestle gold to get fit and get physically well enough to do it. I think it's going to work.
And you conquered it.
Has that made you has it given you any aspirations for like goals like that in the future to do more similar things? Or
I would say so.
Yeah, I'd definitely be more open-minded than I would have been if I hadn't done the again.
Yeah, I'd really like to go abroad and like exhibitions, like in like South American places.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
excellent. If you have you seen that old school film Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could get yourself in that car and go back in the time machine to when you started doing bronze, or even when you just started it, what advice would you give yourself?
Don't bring clothes for every day. You don't need it.
I'd say be more open-minded. I think at the start of bronze, I was a bit like, well, I'm not really sure if I'm going to like this. And then when I came to the end of it, I kind of just thought, oh, was it actually that bad? And it wasn't. And then same for silver, and then now same for gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think if you go into like a really strict mindset, like, oh, like I know I'm really enjoy it, just an impactful experience. Mm-hmm. And I think on the training, I was like, oh, like I don't want to do it. But then I enjoyed that. So when I came here, I was like, you know what, I'm going to have a fun time. I'm going to enjoy it. And I did. And I am.
All about that approach. Excellent. And what highlights have there been then?
Sakina falling into it.
Paddling in that.
Yeah,
that's really
Sakina putting her foot in every single stream possible.
And when you get to the top of the mountain and you can see everything that you've done. So for example, today when we got to the top of that mountain and we could see how far we come since our campsite the night before in literally just 4 hours. I think that was really fulfilling.
And you get to a peak and it's not a fake peak.
Yeah,
that was really nice. You're like,
well.
Oh no, it's not.
Obviously, it's not all kind of rosy and happy all the time. So, have there been any worst moments that you've had?
Walking around with a wet sheet.
The toilet shovel.
Oh, the toilet shovel.
The black bag.
That wasn't actually that bad. That wasn't that bad.
The shovel,
I didn't use the shovel.
Right.
But
Well, you don't know it.
Okay.
You don't know what it was.
I think it
But apart
feels
from
really
that-
bad, like just doing it, like going uphill. For me, I really struggle with that. But then again, you get to the top and it's like, wow. And it's just worth it.
And you look at everything you've gone across. Because you can see like the multiple mountains that we've done. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
That feeling.
I think a lot of people as well, I think it's really important that our team had quite a team as opposed to an individual mindset. And I think that's really important because I think the mood of the people around you can really affect your mood and uplift you or put you down. And I think one of the reasons we've had so much fun is because we've been able to act as a team. And even though we weren't friends with everyone in our team, because we were put together, I just think it's been really fun.
Yeah.
Because we've kind of got to know each other a bit more and we've chatted to people we wouldn't normally chat to at school and things. It's just been quite a experience we wouldn't have had if we didn't have.
Yeah, we've all played off each other because if one person's in a mood, it kind of could bring everyone down. But then because if people kind of try and lift them up, it kind of brings everyone up together.
That's great. I was going to say, how do you kind of get through those bad times? You've told us exactly what works. How did you manage to build that team then, you think? How did you
I think just reaching out. So like, for example, in our team, when we weren't necessarily all friends with each other, just going over to someone, and because you're walking for a long time, you're walking for 8 hours in the day. In that 8 hours, even for 20 minutes of the first day, just going over and walking with someone you wouldn't normally walk with or you wouldn't normally talk to, that definitely, because then they feel, if you feel confident enough to do that, other people might feel confident enough to go over and talk to other people, and they might feel confident to come back to you and walk with you again. So it's just kind of
just not always staying with your friends. It could have been like us three and the other three, but we've kind of just like merged. Like sometimes we're walking like pairs or threes or fours.
And a lot of the time you're walking one in front of the other anyway. So just kind of like shouting to the group. And a lot of the time, especially on the practice, when it was silent for a while, and there could be someone at the back lagging, but you can't tell because you're going one in front of the other. Just kind of shouting, "Everyone okay?" And everyone goes, "Yeah."
And then what break? Yeah.
Brilliant.
It was silent for a while, and there could be someone at the back lagging, but you can't tell because you're going one in front of the other. Just kind of shouting, "Everyone okay?" And everyone goes, "Yeah."
And then what break? Yeah.
Brilliant.